For decades, the measure of a safe school relied on physical perimeters. We built strict visitor check-in systems and ran highly coordinated outdoor fire drills to keep danger out. Those physical barriers absolutely remain necessary. Keeping a building secure from external threats is step one. However, heavy doors and sign-in sheets can lull a community into a false sense of total security. The most pervasive modern threats bypass physical locks completely. They never try to break through the front door. They are carried directly into the classroom in the pockets and minds of the students themselves. We are dealing with complex digital social dynamics. Cyberbullying follows a student through the halls, creating a deep sense of internal academic isolation that no metal detector can catch. In 2026, North Dakota is actively rewriting how a state defends against threats it cannot physically lock out. State leaders are rolling out a layered approach to statewide policies. True school safety requires actively managing the complex, often invisible ecosystem operating within the building. The North Dakota Department of Public Instruction requires all districts to meet specific administrative baselines. These rules form a uniform starting line across the state. Every single school must adopt a clear anti-bullying policy. They must discuss it directly with students and publish it where families can see it. This mandate establishes a predictable pipeline for reporting concerns. By standardizing how a school handles a threat, educators intercept a conflict before it escalates into a physical altercation. The state also mandates that schools track and report any violence and drug-related incidents that result in a student suspension or expulsion. This map shows North Dakota breaking down into regional data nodes. The state aggregates that expulsion data to monitor behavioral trends, pinpointing localized spikes in incident reports so they know exactly which schools require immediate intervention. This shift in focus is clear in the state's major 2026 legislative push for phone-free or device-restricted school days. Removing devices during instructional hours limits classroom disruptions. It cuts off the primary pipeline for cyberbullying, immediately securing the classroom environment. North 5. ND First is a targeted academic intervention system specifically designed for chronically low-performing schools. This dual-axis chart plots academic performance against behavioral incidents. As academics drop, safety risks rise, illustrating a clear inverse correlation. Implementing engaging curriculum directly mitigates threats, as focus students have fewer opportunities for conflict. Protecting student focus and improving academic engagement are now recognized as active security protocols. They are treated with the exact same level of importance as physical security patrols. While statewide mandates provide a foundation, local school boards maintain vast flexibility. This layered approach ensures state rules adapt to local realities. A small rural district must prioritize its budget towards severe weather planning and remote transportation safety. A lockdown procedure requires entirely different logistics when the nearest police station is 20 miles away. Contrast that with a large urban district. They must allocate their safety budget toward hallway supervision, complex visitor control checkpoints, and monitoring digital conduct across thousands of students. The state supports traditional, localized programs, like student safety patrols, allowing communities to deploy physical measures they find relevant to their daily routines. A singular, one-size-fits-all safety policy inherently fails because different geographic locations and demographic makeups present entirely different daily threats. To actually protect students, modern school safety policies must operate as living ecosystems. A protocol sitting unread in an administrator's binder offers zero protection. The entire system relies on human trust. Students will only utilize reporting pipelines if they feel respected, connected, and heard by the adults in the building. North Dakota uses formal student engagement surveys as a diagnostic tool. These surveys measure this exact metric, revealing whether students experience the psychological safety necessary to speak up. If you want to evaluate your local school, look past the headline policies. Ask if they practice their drills, explain reporting channels to students, and communicate their device rules. True school safety is achieved when clear administrative rules combine with strong human relationships and consistent practice. It replaces the illusion of the locked door with an active culture of open communication.